Hey everyone, ShinNefzen here, your humble host as always, welcoming you to another Let's Play. This time we're turning back the clock a bit and playing a classic beat-em-up for the Genesis, playing Golden Axe, the original Golden Axe. Let's jump into it. Got three characters to choose from, pretty much to fit anyone's playstyle. We got Tyris, the Amazon woman. She is your typical fast but weak character. Her weapon is the weakest in the game, but she's the fastest, and her magic is also the strongest in the game. So, if you like, if you're the kind of person that likes the quick but weak characters and can throw really powerful spells, then she's for you. We have Gileas Thunderbeard. He's Thunderhead. I always call him Thunderbeard, probably because of his epic beard, but it's Gileas Thunderhead. He's got the strongest weapon in the game and the weakest magic. He's only got 3 levels of magic, whereas Tyris has 6. And the last guy, X-Battler, has 4 levels of magic. And as you may imagine, he is the middle-of-the-road character. He has the second strongest weapon and the second strongest magic. So he kind of does everything. He's also in the middle in terms of speed. But, since I am not the greatest Golden Axe player, despite the fact I love this game immensely, I'm going to go with Gileas because of his range. His axe has a much better arc than the swords do. Death Adder invaded the castle and has taken the king and princess prisoners. Uh-oh. My good friend Alex was also killed in the battle. To defeat them is a must. And bringing peace to the land is my duty. It's kind of the interesting thing about the Genesis version, and in fact most of the home versions of Golden Axe. Alex just kind of gets mentioned offhandedly in this intro, whereas in the arcade version of the game, we start like we do, walking onto the scene, and Alex runs up to us as he's getting beaten to death by an enemy, and it gives us that exposition about the king and the princess. So, an interesting difference. I was actually just playing this as Axe. I was originally going to play it as X-Battler, but a few stages in, I just decided it just wasn't feeling right. So I'm going to switch over to Gileas, and I already like the arc on his weapon better. Thing about this game, it's pretty notorious for being fairly difficult. Unlike most beat-em-ups of the time, your Streets of Rage, pretty much any beat 'em up, double dragon, whatever. So even though there's multiple enemies on the screen, they'll usually attack you one at a time, or at least from one side. This game, they actively try to surround you and beat the crap out of you. But if you're not careful, they'll usually succeed pretty easily. So lots of jumping and dashing attacks from you will be very necessary, and for the enemy, will do the same thing, as you can see. Stay away from my cockatrice. Cockatrice is the first animal we can ride. It's just got a tail whip, but it's far stronger than your attack, so that's the important thing. We'll be meeting up with other cockatrices later, as well as various dragons. Some that spit fireballs, others that just have flaming breath that hits the ground, but all very powerful and fun. We can't collect extra potions beyond our magic meter and save them for later, but yeah, well, while we're talking about magic, you can see it up top there. We have a 1, a 2, and a 3. And like I said, Axe has 4 levels and Tyris has 6. Each character has, for example, the level 2 up there, you see it has 2 potions. Any level 2 magic you cast is going to have the same power. So if I have level 2 with only 1 potion, or level 2 with 2 potions, it's going to have the same power, because it's a level 2 spell, so there's no reason to hold out for, 1 extra potion, because it's not going to be any more powerful. Well, you just took my mount, so die. Now, we're going to be fighting these guys quite a few times throughout the game. You jerks. Got a cool dwarf roll I can do. It's pretty neat. Doubles as an attack and a defensive move. Now, as you can see, I kind of cut the combo early there. I didn't want to let the other brother get behind me, but Turtle Village. Because enemies will combo you in this game. And they have no problem being really cheap about it. I like using my magic in the boss fights. 1, it makes sense, but 2, You always have these interludes between stages with these guys, so you can just build it back up. If you do happen to finish a stage with 2 or more magic potions, the thief will actually steal them, and you'll have to get them back. But you'll have enough time to not only get back what he took, but a couple extra. So it's not that big a deal. And also, after the first stage, green guys will start showing up, and they have food, so it all works out. So, stage 2. I can actually throw guys off the ledge here if we're so inclined. As the name implies, we are actually on a giant turtle. It's not as obvious in the Genesis version as it is in the arcade, but that's nonetheless the fact. We are on a turtle. I was going to try to throw him off, but he didn't want to go in that direction. Up. Okay, well, got close. Just don't walk off by mistake. I actually did that in my first run through with Axe in like stage 4. I'm just like, dee walk off stage. It's like, alright, well, that's successful. Yep, I love completing combos because they do lots of damage, but not at the cost of getting hit. Sometimes you can, like that, get 2 guys caught up into it, and then that's happy times for everybody. One interesting thing about the enemy throws, if you throw an enemy into another enemy, it won't do any damage, but it will knock them back. That is to say, it doesn't do any extra damage to the enemy that gets hit by the thrown guy. Dragon out of the bushes. This is our first dragon. He's awesome. Pretty sure I just completely hit her first, but alright. Wow, that's weird. The second one died a lot faster than the first one, but... Alright, let's go! Gimme magic! Gimme. One thing I do kind of like about Gileas not having as much magic, because when you hit the magic button, you use all the potions that you have, so basically cast the strongest spell as you can. Gileas having a smaller magic pool, you're not tempted to hold on to magic potions. Like Tyris having 6 levels, and you need quite a few potions to get to all 6 levels, because like her stage 1 is 4 potions. And there's another one that has 2. I think 2 of her stages have 2. So you have to collect like a ton of potions to max out her level 6 spell, which is incredibly awesome looking and powerful. But hey. But because of that, everyone tries to save up for the level 6. Okay, seriously? Everyone tries to save up for the level 6. Okay, that's it. Just die. Everyone tries to save up for that huge, awesome spell, and, you could be using that for other things, like winning. Yeah, you're a little late, green one. See if I can get another one out of you. Alright. The village is on the back of a giant turtle. The turtle takes us south, across the sea. Not awesome, but I can deal with losing 1 life. I said I'm certainly not the best player at this, but I do love this game. Alright, so we're heading into stage 3, and we're going to cover probably stage 3 and 4 in the next video. So, I'll see you then. Thanks for watching the first part. Check out the first couple stages. This is my first Genesis recording with my new video settings, so I'm going to check that out, make sure everything worked good, and I'll see you in part 2. Thanks for watching.